Okay, yeah, fuck it. Welcome to the show. Fuck it. I am your host, and I love comedy. I Nobody cares about that though, right? Who the fuck cares that I like comedy? I recently started doing stand-up comedy, and I think it's really cool. People who have like little shows, so I figured why not me? You know what I mean? Really, what it's gonna probably end up being is some nobody's gonna watch it, and maybe, you know, 1,000 years from now when AI rules the world or whatever, um, people will discover it and it'll just be this hidden thing like, oh my god, back in 2024, did you see this dude that was talking? It was genius. Yeah, that's, probably not going to be me, but, doing this only increases the chances of that happening, right? So, um, yeah, and I think it's just, it's a thing that people are doing. So, fuck it, I'll jump on the train. Anyways, I figure for the first episode we could talk about music. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? It just sounds so terrible. Let's talk about music. I mean, look. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. What can I talk about? I really should have thought of this beforehand. It's tricky. I have to just keep talking, right? Because I can't just sit here and expect anybody to watch the show. I gotta look at the camera. This is a skill, right? This is a skill. I'm new to it, new to comedy, new to like posting stuff on social media. I guess I'll just put the show on YouTube. I guess nobody cares about the goal. What's the goal? What's the goal of the show? Don't care. Nobody cares. What's the goal of life? Right? There's no end. Well, death, but there's no like finish line. You know? Like what? Where does it end? When you die? Does it even end when you die? Nobody knows that either, right? People think there's an afterlife. Life. I don't know, dude. Yeah, we can talk about anything. We can literally talk about anything. That I think is pretty cool, but it's also like, what? What do I pick? What do I pick, you know? I don't know. I just got scared for a sec. I thought my roommate was home. I was gonna get all self-conscious for a sec. I don't know. Yeah, there's women. You can talk about women. That's dicey. That's dicey though. Can't talk about women, unless it's good things, right? Definitely can't say anything bad about women. God forbid. What else? Microphone. This microphone isn't even plugged in. This doesn't even do anything. I'm recording my face. It just looks like, right? It just looks like it's aesthetically pleasing to you guys, right? I could literally put this over here. Boom, boom, boom. It doesn't look as good, right? Okay. What else? I got my computer here. Computers. We're definitely not gonna talk about computers. That's boring as shit. This is just a feeler. This is just a tester feeler episode. We're gonna see how long I can just like my stream can go, right? You know, talk about porn. We could talk. No, that's porn is fucking wild. These days. America. We could talk about America. I'm not really feeling that one either. America's pretty cool, I think. I feel lucky that I wasn't born, in like a third world country. Do we have problems? Yeah, you could say that. What else? I'm saying a lot. I want to work that out. Maybe relax a little bit. We could talk about relaxing. Ooh, that's good. That's a good one. Relaxing is important. Breathing. Breathe. Let's just take a second. And breathe. We're going to turn this into a guided meditation. No, man. People, the bottom line, dude, people need to relax. People need to fucking, like, take a chill pill, as they say. But don't actually do drugs. Drugs are bad, and they will kill you. But drugs are fun, though. And they can help you relax. So, sort of a win-lose if you overdose and die. But relaxing is interesting because if you can stay relaxed in any situation, the best possible outcome of that situation is probably more likely to happen. Versus like being all tense. Don't want to be tense. Nobody likes tense people. Nobody likes a tense person. You know, nobody wants to be around somebody who's just tense and anxious all the time, right? Because people feel, people can feel it. And then guess what? If they were relaxed before, they're not as relaxed anymore. And you want to just be sort of relax your shoulders, right? You just want to be relaxed. Yeah. So relaxation techniques. There's a lot of techniques out there. Lots of relaxation techniques. Meditation's big for, fucking a lot of people. A lot of people do meditation. What else? Drugs, we talked about that. Not a good relaxation technique in my book. What else is good for relaxing? Sex? Masturbating. Yeah. Kind of. Unless, there can be situations where, let's say you're masturbating and then you finish and then you realize what you're watching. Post-nut clarity. That's what they call it. So the nut itself is relaxing. Afterwards, you might feel some guilt and shame. Also, like sexual partners, right? You might be like, damn, did I really just fucking hit that? Holy God in heaven. Prayer. Prayer is a good one for, I guess it's people do it to relax. Do they? Yeah. I guess I've done it to relax. Breathing is huge. Breathing is good. Watching podcasts. Fucking dude, the word podcast, I feel like it's just so many people are doing podcasts that it's like I'm in a band nowadays. Nowadays, you got a podcast, it's like being in a band. Somebody who if you're in a band that nobody can, that isn't famous, nobody gives a shit except for like the few people, right? Maybe podcasts, maybe I'm doing the same thing, but it's a podcast. Still deciding on a name. I think fuck it's a pretty cool name. So, just trying to fill more time here and keep talking. Relaxing. Are we done talking about that? Yeah, I think we are. Coffee. Coffee is a good one. Coffee is sort of the opposite of relaxing, and it's kind of like it's a drug. Caffeine is the drugs part of it. Nicotine. Where's my nicotine? Somewhere. I left it here. Look, these things are crazy. They're awesome. Highly recommend. Unless you're not 21. I remember when I was a young lad, more so than I am now because I'm still a young lad. Thank you. You had to be 18 to buy cigarettes. You had to be 18 to buy cigarettes. You didn't have to be 21. And I remember some kids who they were 19. They turned 18, they could buy cigarettes. The next year, they turned 21. Or they changed the law. The next year, they turned 21. They changed the law the next year, so they were 19 and had to be 21. Places wouldn't sell them cigarettes. How shitty would that be? Right? Fucking losers. But these are great. They help me relax. And what else? Coffee's great. Caffeine is strange because caffeine, you become reliant on it, and you can crash from it, right? Let's say you chug like a bunch of coffee, like first thing. Middle of the day rolls around. I haven't eaten shit. I got a headache. I'm tired. My tummy hurt. You know what I mean? Sometimes I drink some coffee and it's just like boom, ready to rock and roll. Um, you know. Let's see what else. I just went skiing. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that either. Maybe nobody cares is a good title. Fuck it, nobody cares. Uh, let's see. Yeah, skiing. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about skiing. Because skiing is it's like a rich people thing. You know, I mean, I'm not rich. Like, this is my room, right? But, fucking, it's kind of cringy, like, when you see, like, rich assholes who go on, like, lavish ski trips, and then meanwhile there's, like, homeless people fucking dying. And then there's my bum ass who, you know, spends a third of his paycheck on a fucking, you know, weekday pass at the local ski hill. I just live closer to ski hill. Look, I'm getting defensive. I'm not a rich asshole. I can promise you that. But there are rich assholes, and a lot of them ski. So I think it, can get kind of wishy-washy. Washing my clothes. I need to do that pretty bad. My laundry's right there, and it's full. That's a full bag of laundry that I need to do. I'm having fun with this, believe it or not. I am. I think I love Theo Vaughn's podcast. I love how he just talks. I love Tim Dillon's podcast. I love how he just talks. And it's funny, and it's a nice thing to listen to when you're driving, and like you're on a road trip, and you're like, fuck, I need to kill some time. I'm listening to a podcast. I would love to be that for somebody else. You know what I mean? I look up to stand-up comics because of the fucking courage that it takes to get up on stage. And I battled with that for probably close to 2 years of just, I went up on stage, tried it for a little bit, then I bombed like super fucking bad. And I remember just being like, the feeling is so bad. It's like such a bad feeling that I was like trying to avoid that feeling at all costs. I was like thinking to myself, I've heard like, oh, when you're starting out, you're going to bomb a lot. And that was like my first or second or, third probably. Just full on stage the whole time, nobody's laughing. And it's just a bomb. And it feels like you're dying. I'm not even kidding. Like, it feels like you're dying. Like, your body is like collapsing in on itself. And it's just this soul crushing experience. And I just remember being scared of it for probably close to 2 years after that. And then now I'm up here in Bozeman, and I'm trying it again. I'm just like, different attitude, just like, dude, fuck it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, it doesn't matter. And not like it doesn't matter in like there's no point to it. But it doesn't matter in the way that I tell myself it matters when I get stressed out about it. Right? Like, I'm not going to die, literally, if I don't do it. Or if I bomb, and there's things, right, that we're scared to do that would be beneficial for us if we did it, because there's something in our brains. Everybody has their own version of this. For me, it's comedy, podcast. God, Jesus Christ. Let's just call it a show. I guess show. I don't know. Talking on camera. No, I don't even fucking like that either. Talking to an audience. I guess I don't even fucking like. I don't know. There's things. Everybody has their own version of a thing that they're like scared to put themselves out there to try. It could be, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be, cooking. Let's say you're scared to go to the grocery store, but you want to be a chef really bad, but you got really bad anxiety going to the store to buy fresh ingredients or something like that. You got to get over the fear, because how else are you going to get your ingredients to become a cook? You can cook alone at your house. But if you're scared to go to the grocery store, you're never going to get the ingredients to cook. So, walking through the fear, it's like, fuck, dude, this is just part of it. Like, I have to do this. If I don't, I'm just going to be thinking about it. It's just going to be bugging me constantly. Maybe the grocery store analogy wasn't the best, but, I mean, I guess maybe I'll just use, It's just been my experience with it. And it's like something that I know is cool, that I want to try, but like the neurotic part of my head is like, oh, don't do it because you're going to suck at it, or people are going to think you're dumb, or blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah. What was I saying before that? I guess like, yeah. Oh, that it doesn't matter. It's tricky because it doesn't, but it does matter at the same time. It's like what I think matters about it isn't what matters. And then what I trick myself into thinking doesn't matter about it is what actually matters. You know, it's like to avoid doing something because I'm afraid of doing it, I'll tell myself, oh, it as a whole doesn't matter, right? Comedy doesn't matter, so I'm not going to do it. When in reality, I'm afraid to do it. The fear doesn't matter. And so going out and doing it pushes that thing that I think matters away. Maybe I'm, beating the dead horse here. But I'm just saying, fear and judgment and just, all of that negative shit. Sometimes I just have to do stuff regardless. I didn't really feel like doing this. I kind of did. I was like, you know what? I've been fucking telling myself I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fucking do it. Now, I'm doing it, and it's cool. I might put this on YouTube. I might put this on Instagram for clips, for content. Like, dude, there's all sorts of shit. And yeah, it could be like you're scared of asking for a promotion. You're scared of asking your girlfriend to try anal. You're scared of, whatever it could be. I think my dream, to be honest, is that somebody will listen to this while they're on a road trip because they're like, man, this is going to be boring as hell. I want something to be entertaining. I just want to be entertaining to some people who are fucking bored, And at the same time, it's like, I hope that people don't stay perpetually in a state of boredom and rely on me for entertainment at all times, right? Because that's a problem. A healthy amount of like, I gotta kill some time. I'm gonna throw this thing on, as opposed to just like mindlessly consuming content for days at a time because you got nothing better going on in your life, right? It's like we should probably avoid that. But, yeah, man, this turned out pretty good. My phone battery is low. It says low power mode. Still recording. Oh, lost my microphone there for a sec. Yeah, and just be nice to people, dude. Relax, breathe, be fucking nice to people. There's no point in, what did they say? I said this to someone earlier today. If you're in a fucking bad mood all the time, right? Or if everybody's just being an asshole every day, every interaction you have, they're being an asshole, you're being a fucking dick. You're the dick, right? And you are the problem. Because life's pretty fucking cool when you figure out what that fear is that you need to overcome and then actually step through it. Because as you just figure out what the fuck you're made out of. It's like, I feel like a bitch when I know I'm letting fear get the better of me, right? Every week, the open mic sign up is there. Every week, it's there. And again, nobody cares. I sit in the tunnel, right? Or the hallway before my name gets called. Scared. But then you think about it from the audience member's perspective, and this can be a metaphor for a lot of shit. Think about it from the audience member's perspective. They're watching the comic on stage. Oh, yay, thank you, Johnny, for, thanks, okay. Clap, yay. He walks off stage, I walk on stage. At the end of Johnny's performance, nobody is anxious waiting for me to come up. Maybe like my friend who knows that it's like I'm on deck or whatever. But like the average Joe Schmo who's sitting, or like silly Sally, who's sitting in the fucking audience, they don't care. I care. And then I step up on stage and I do my bit and then I dip. As soon as I walk off stage, I'm having my own little moment of like, oh yes, I fucking did it, whatever. Or like, fuck dude, that kind of sucked. And get off. The audience they don't care. They're like, okay, the next comic's walking up, cool. Oh yeah, that guy kind of sucked. All right, next. Like, or oh, that was funny, and then next. Like, that's all they care about. And I'm not, look, I'm not like talking shit about the audience. I'm saying it takes some of the pressure off, knowing that it doesn't matter the way that I think it does. That's just what's on my mind right now. Yeah. I love people. People are nuts. People are nuts. That's the truth. That's the truth. People are definitely fucking out of their minds, dude. And some people are in them. Some people are in their minds. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore, dude. I'm also like, looking around on my computer. I'm not looking at anything. There's nothing here. So, yeah, maybe, could that be the end of the episode? It's 21 minutes. Maybe I can go for 8 more minutes. Just make it 30 minutes even. 8 minutes though, dude. What the fuck am I going to talk about for 8 minutes? Jackets? Posters? Weather? Snow? Texas? My granny. Granny's great. I love her very much. I'm going to see her soon. She's a great woman. She's 86, I think. Here's an interesting fact about my grandparents. My granddad, they met when they were teenagers, got married when they were 19. They're still married today. They've been married for 65 years. 60 more. They have been married at least 65 years. They got married in Texas. And my granddad's initials are JRP. My granny's initials are JRP. Judith Ray Price is my grandmother's name. My grandfather's name is Jimmy Ray Price. Jim Ray Price. Same middle name, and same first initial. Same initials. Insane. Literally insane. Literally a match made in heaven. Right? Or in Texas, which, it's probably closer to hell. But Montana, on the other hand, is where I live now. It's probably closer to heaven. It's further north. I don't think, it's higher elevation. Higher elevation. So it is closer to heaven. Texas is pretty damn hot though, dude. Like hot as fuck. Hot as hell. Literally. Montana's got these fucking cold ass, it's just cold. It's cold right now. It's cold in the winter. I gotta take a shit. I think it's from drinking this coffee. So shitting is relaxing. Oh, dude. Yeah, man. All right, I think I'm gonna call it there. This is almost 25 minutes. I think that's decent for a first episode. I'll probably cut some stuff out at the beginning. Yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying this. I'm definitely gonna do this again. I might, write some stuff that I need to talk about next. But I have a feeling that I'm gonna end up writing notes or like topics and then just like go way, 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 way off. Kind of like Theo Von, where maybe one day we'll be on a first name basis. That'd be pretty sick. But I'm not trying to bite at anyone's style. I'm not trying to fucking, if it comes across that way, like, I just take inspiration from people. Theo Von's a huge inspiration for me. I love him. I love his style. And I don't watch a lot of comics, but Tim Dillon also. I love Tim Dillon so much. And yeah, that's been 25 minutes.